It's the end of the road for an Omaha trucker, even though he claims he did nothing wrong. KATV News Watch 7 I-Team investigator Carol Kloss reports how a logbook violation cost an Omaha trucker his job and a foreign exchange student her life.
January 21st, 2007. Omaha independent trucker Fred Miles was driving his 18-wheeler through Pennsylvania when a car went speeding by, hit a guardrail, and spun out in front of him.
I went to the left, tried to miss her. The car came back, so I went to the right and tried to miss her, and about that time I hit her head right in the middle of the car.
The car, carrying 5 foreign exchange students from Singapore, ended up in a ditch. Passenger Hui Ching Chong died a week later from her injuries. The Pennsylvania State Patrol ticketed the driver of the car for driving too fast for conditions. Fred Miles received no ticket at the scene, and the investigating officer noted in the accident report no contributing action by Miles.
He said there was nothing you could do.
A couple weeks later, however, Miles did receive a traffic citation for a logbook violation. Investigators determined he had exceeded the federal hours of service limit by 2 hours and 45 minutes.
I broke a federal rule that's done every day of the week.
Under federal law, the Department of Transportation prohibits truckers from driving more than 11 hours straight following 10 hours of uninterrupted rest. To this day, Fred Miles says his ability to react was not impaired. He believes even with a full night's sleep, no trucker would have been able to avoid that crash. Nonetheless, the insurance company for the trucking company he contracted with settled out of court for an undisclosed amount of money. Now, with this black mark on his record, Miles says he can no longer get a job as a trucker.
I lost my truck, so it leaves that career dead. I got to do something different.
Those limits are in place for a reason.
Philadelphia lawyer Slade McLaughlin represented the accident victims. By telephone, he told me too many truck drivers ignore the limits.
They are leaving themselves at serious risk for legal exposure, but more importantly, they're risking the safety of all of the people driving on the highway like me and you, because the rules are they have to stop driving after a certain period of time, and many of them don't.
Fred Miles believes he's being blamed for another driver's mistake, and now at the age of 49, he's going back to school to study electronics. Hui Ching Chang's lawyer says at least Miles has a future.
My client paid with her life. So in terms of having to change your careers, I guess that's a better price to pay than losing your life.
I never wanted to hurt anybody.
With more complete coverage, Carol Kloss, KETV, News Watch 7.
And Pennsylvania is one of the few states in the nation with the 1% liability rule. That means a defendant found only 1% liable for the harm can be ordered to pay 100% of the damages.